Hello, welcome back to our series about common job search websites. My name is Ann Novak. I'm a career coach here at the Career Center at the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Today we want to introduce you to Glassdoor.com, a very widely used job search website that is really so much more than just a job search website. We very frequently recommend the use of Glassdoor, but more for its features of company, salary, and interview reviews. But today we want to introduce you to all of its functionalities. So let me get out of the picture and we will start. So here you see the landing page of Glassdoor.com. And since we want to start looking at it as a job search website, that's exactly what we will do. We will click on jobs, but we will address all the other ones as well. So let's click on jobs and start using Glassdoor. So here we find that it really doesn't let us use the site without us creating an account. So yes, I strongly recommend you create one because it will be the only way you can see the full functionalities of Glassdoor. So let's do that. Let's do create account with email. We are using our fictional Jane Q Public 1976 at gmail.com. We will create a password and then we continue with email. So now it will register us. So this is what you will find. Glassdoor will want a bunch of information from you right now. So Jane, oops, we have to click in the field, is an office manager. The location is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. No, right now I don't want to receive updates from Glassdoor because I just don't want it to clutter my or Jane's inbox. But of course, if you're in a job search and you want Glassdoor to send you new jobs, you would click this field. I will unclick it right now. Most recent employer, and you see this is a required field. So her most recent employer is Boudreaux and Sons Construction. We say she is a current employee and now they want employment status. So here you see, before we can get to employment status, what we actually clicked on, they give you a selection of reviewers of employers to review. But since Boudreaux and Sons Construction doesn't exist, since Jane is a fictional profile with fictional employers, of course Boudreaux and Sons is not in here. And now they give us employers that are in the system that have Boudreaux in their names. But since Jane never worked there, of course she cannot review them. Why would they like us to review it, you ask? Well, so this is the way Glassdoor works, and this is honestly the beauty of Glassdoor. It asks everybody that creates a profile to leave a review for a either current or previous employer. Glassdoor assures us that those reviews are absolutely anonymous. Why do they do this? This is how they gather the data that they put into their salary reviews, interview reviews, and company reviews. So each of us gain from everybody putting in reviews on former employers. That's why they're doing this. And if you want access to the wealth of data that is on Glassdoor, you will have to put in a review of a current or former employer. So let's see, in our case, Boudreaux and Sons Construction is not in here. So let's click on this. Tell us what we're missing by adding a new employer. So We don't have the company website, type of headquarters location. We say Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Type of employer, it's a private company. Number of employees, let's say, well, it's fairly large or mid-size, 51 to 200. We say current employer and select your status. We say Jane is working full-time. So now we can continue. Oh, the company website. Well, let's just make something up that looks like a website. Let's say Boudreaux and Sons.net and continue. Okay, so now it wants us to add a salary. As you remember, they also have salary reviews, which I will show you shortly. And in order to get that data, they ask everybody who creates a profile to put in that salary data. So we will just say base pay, oops, no, not $1. Base pay was $40,000 per year. Jane is female, and Jane has a lot of experience. Let's say she has 15 years of experience. Nope, no bonus or sales commissions, mid-salary. Now they want us to rate the company, but you see we can skip this. So let's skip it. I don't want to do this. But again, you have to give them some kind of review. It can be salary or company review or interview review. You have to give them some information in order to get access to the information on Glassdoor. So we will skip this. Thanks for your contribution. And done. So now they sent us an activation email. So we will go to our email and activate this. Okay, so now we have our account with Glassdoor, and now we can actually really start using it. We could build out our profile with our resume, which we will do. Let's do that. We will upload our resume because it will make it easier to apply. So we will choose a file to upload because we have it right here. Jane Q Public Resume. So here we go. We now have the resume. No, we do not want to receive a resume evaluation, and now it is uploading our resume. Save and complete. Okay, so now we have our profile with a resume in it. We're done with profile building for right now because we really want to get to looking at jobs. So let's look at jobs. No recent job searches, of course. This is a new account. And we want to look at office manager jobs. And here we go, in the Baton Rouge area. So let's click that away because right now we want to see the jobs that are here. So it's very much like other job search websites that we've introduced. They all look fairly the same. They all look alike. So here we see office assistants, front desk, receptionist. So it gives us a selection. We see how long ago it was posted, 4 days, 13, 21. If they have easy apply, right? So easy apply, that's why we uploaded the resume. Let's see, I'm interested in this office assistant position. It gives us company insights, that it's a full-time position, the industry is business services, and the size, it's a fairly large employer. And here you see rating highlights. So this is how other people have rated this employer, because they had to go through the same steps that we just did, what we just did about Boudreaux's and Sons, our made up, purely fictional construction company. So here are the job requirements, times, company overview, and here are the ratings. There's some ratings for benefits, culture and values, and you can click on that. You can see all the ratings. Let us do this. See all the ratings for this employer in Port Allen. Now this takes a while. All right, here we go. So for this employer, we now see all the ratings, and this is the beauty of Glassdoor. This is what really sets Glassdoor apart from any other job search website. Now you see why you had to go through this, leaving a review at the beginning. You get so much more back than the little bit that you put in. So just for this employer, we can now look up company reviews. Let's see what other people that have worked there or that are working there say about this employer. So here, one that's been there for more than 3 years, operations manager. Oops, I did actually not want to click on that. All right, let's go right back. So here you see the first review is somebody that's worked there for more than 3 years. It is very recent, from May 10th, so that's just 2 days ago. Amazing culture and personal development, autonomy. So you get some description about what it's like to work there. That is so valuable to know. And then you can just scroll down. Another current employee likes working there. Another employee says it's a great place. They don't really give you much detail. So the quality of the reviews really differs. Here's somebody that really didn't like it so much, and you see why. Because they were not happy with the pay or with the lack of pay raises. And so you see, oh, somebody really hated it. Awful place to work. So it's good. The more you have here, you have 166 reviews. That's great. Obviously, the more reviews you have, the better your take is of what it's really like. Was this with just one disgruntled employee, or will you find many reviews that say the same? So in the end, you are the judge of what's important to you, but it is very valuable to have these company reviews. Here in jobs, these are jobs that are listed with this company. We will skip that right now. We will go to salaries. We really want to see what they pay. So now you can see there is some information on human resources salaries and on skilled labor and manufacturing salaries. So here you see recent activation email. So we will only get the full view of this if we verify our email. Let's stop real quick and let me do that. Okay, so now you can see in the meantime, I have activated Glassdoor account, and you see this blue bar right there. It says, thank you, your account has been activated. You now have unlimited access. So this is really what you want. Now let's go back to our salaries. Let's update this, and hopefully it will reflect our unlimited access now. And it does. It does. Wonderful. You see the difference, right? All of a sudden, where it was X'd out before, we now see the numbers. So a branch manager made 40,000, a recruiter 38, production area manager. So it gives you an overview. And it also says, so this is an average, on how many salaries that average is based. Obviously, the fewer salaries it is based on, the less dependable that number is. But let's look here for a recruiter. It's based on 13 salaries, so that should give you a pretty good idea about what a recruiter would make at this employer. So here you see an overview: average, low, high, and so on. Now we don't want to be a recruiter, so we go back and will not go deeper into this. I just wanted to show you this functionality because, again, it is a very important add-on that Glassdoor has that other job boards are lacking. Then let's look at interviews. That's another one that we frequently recommend because some people leave clues as to how the interview process at a particular employer is conducted. So here is somebody that did a warehouse worker interview, and he says, well, it's pretty easy, informative. Some of the questions that they were asking, what's the availability, any warehouse experience. Then here is one for a graphic designer interview. Also, he says quick and easy, interview with the local staffing office, and then was sent to the location for the next interview. And again, he is or she is sharing some of their interview questions that they asked. So again, this is really valuable input that will help you in applying for this particular job. So now we want to go back to this job. I could just do recent activity because it should show up since it was very recent. Let's see. It doesn't. Okay, odd. Then we go back to see all jobs and there it is again. So we keep it. I don't care about this right now. And with everything that we have seen right now about this company, we decide, yes, this is a good fit, and they make it very easy. You click on Easy Apply, and basically you just put in your name, your phone number, and then since I have uploaded my resume, I can go here, choose file. Oh no, it actually would let me upload it again. So we would upload it again. It doesn't automatically take it from my profile here. And then I would do continue and go through the applications like that. I will not do this because I don't want to clutter up their application system with our fictional Jane Q Public. But this is how easy it can be to apply through Glassdoor if they have this easy apply feature. Let's see, these all have it. Let's see if we find one that doesn't. Here, Topgolf. So here you could create an email alert if you're interested in working for Topgolf in Baton Rouge, and you could activate it, and then every time they post a position, you would get an email from Glassdoor. We don't want to do this for this video. Here is the office admin for Topgolf. You see it doesn't have easy apply here. It just says apply now, but it has information just as the other job did. What you will do, the company overview, the ratings, the reviews, everything, just like with the previous job. But now if we click on apply now, it leads you to the Topgolf website and you actually apply on that website. So those are the two different ways you can apply, either the easy apply right through Glassdoor or through the button that leads you to the employer's website immediately. And again, you see here a lot of other jobs in the area of office manager. So very straightforward and very easy to use. Now let's change our search, even though we've already seen the company salary and interview reviews. Let's say you're not interested in jobs and you really just want to, you're interested, you think you might be interested in a certain company and you want to see what reviews are out there for them. So you click on companies and then you search. Let's just use Topgolf since we just had that. So you click on Topgolf reviews and let's see what comes up. Okay, so you see it looks the same as we had with our previous company. There's 1,800 reviews, 600 jobs, 2,000 salary entries, 391 entries for interview information. So you could scroll down and you could see, what do people say? What is it like to work at Topgolf? And here you can go down, you can click on them, and so on. So far, we've seen lots of positive, still positive. So, well, there's one a little more negative ones. Oh, really negative ones. And so just click through, read through them all, and draw your own conclusions. It is a very valuable tool. And again, if you are interested in salaries, you click on this, discover salaries, and it will bring you to the same place. It will always look like that. You saw this. So we will just go back to jobs because I wanted to show you. So we talked about job alerts that, or now they're right here. You can put in, you want an alert every time a position with Topgolf is posted, or every time something in the Baton Rouge area that has office manager in it or administrative assistant in it gets posted. So you can create a job alert. They have career insights. So if we click on that, now we said we are an office manager. So this is what we have here. What does an office manager do? And just some information about salaries. Now with salaries, you have to be very careful because you have to see if it's regional or national, since salaries do vary a good bit regionally. And then it brings you to some office manager job openings, interviews, and so on. So this was our overview of Glassdoor.com. As you can tell, I like Glassdoor. I like it especially for the features of the company's salary and interview reviews, where you can get a good bit of information, what it is like to interview at the company, to work at the company, and to get some insight on salary. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel,